Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to use AudioStudio to edit your podcast so that you can have some music for your intro and outro. So let's start off. First, you got to find AudioStudio. So you're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. I literally just searched Chrome Web Store and found this. So I'm going to type in AudioStudio correctly, and then it should be the first thing that pops up. Now, once you add it to Chrome, it'll end up in your top little toolbar up here. I've got so many things that you can't even see AudioStudio, so I have to hit this puzzle piece for my extensions and choose Audio Editor and Musical, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to choose Open AudioStudio Audio Editor. That's what I want. That's going to open this tab where I'm allowed to, if I wanted to use my microphone, I can record directly on it, but I don't have to. What I can do, though, is I can add audio from a bunch of different sources. So the first thing I'm going to want is the audio from my screencast recording that I made my podcast on. All I have to do here is open up my recordings from Screencast. So I just clicked on the Screencast button up top. If you can't find it, again, press the puzzle button. And then I go to my recordings. That's going to open up a whole lot of options for me because I make a bunch of these, but you guys probably only have a few. So anyway, I'm going to open up one of my videos. I'm going to go to download, and you probably already did this, but I'm going to choose export audio only. Gross. I'm wearing the same thing. This is horrifying. Look at this video. Anyway, once I choose export audio only, it'll start downloading, and it really shouldn't take that long. Audio files are just not that much, right? Once I choose download, then it'll end up in my little downloads bar down here. Now I go back to the audio editor, and then I can import by finding it in my, files. So all I have to go to is choose file, go to my downloads where it would be, and I will choose my screencast audio. Once you have it, you click import audio, and there it is. Here is all the audio from my screencast. So if I don't need to edit that at all whatsoever, it's good. It's there. I'm taken care of. Now, my next step is to add music, and there's a great website that has a ton of royalty-free music. It's called binsound.com. That's where I'm going to go. So I'm just going to open up a new tab. I'm going to type in binsound.com. And then for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to choose the first one. There are so many different songs, and they sort them by type. So you can find whatever vibe you're going for your podcast. You can definitely find a song that does that. I'm going to choose ukulele. It's going to sound like this. Kind of cute. So I click on it. I'm going to go to the download button, and I'm going to choose copy link address. Now that's a little bit weird, but go with me on this. So when I choose that, now I can go up to menu on my AudioStudio editor and choose import URL. If I paste that URL that I just copied from the song, it'll take, a few seconds, but the entire song will be added to my audio file. Now, this is clearly too long. I probably don't want that long of an intro, right? I'm thinking like maybe 10 seconds, but even that seems kind of long. So I'm going to go to my 10-second mark. I'm choosing this button that says enter split section mode. There's way too much description here, but really it just splits up any audio file that you choose, right? So I'm going to go straight down from the 10-second bar. I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to choose this button that's just a big X. That's called remove section. Whatever you click after you touch this goes away. So bam, it's gone. Now, I don't want to keep using that button as I move things around. However, now I've got my intro music, my whole audio for my podcast. Now, to save myself a little time, I did add the song a second time. I just used the import URL button a second time. All I'm going to do is pop down, cut it to another 10-second section, get rid of the extra, and then I will just move this audio. I'm actually going to put it with my original audio so that they touch, so that there's no weird gap in between. But once I'm satisfied with how it sounds, I can either share the MP3 directly, which will just take me to a export. It'll export your file first, and then it'll give you the link to email to either me or Dr. Ursani, or you can save it, or you can, export it as a downloadable file. Or conversely, if you sign in with Google, it will save to your Google Drive as well. If you have any questions about this, please feel free to email me. I know it looks kind of scary with all these buttons, but you really don't need that many buttons. And the best button on here is undo. You can always just undo it. You can play around with this until you get comfortable with it. There are other audio mixers out there, but this one's pretty simple for what we're doing. It doesn't require a whole lot extra. And the point here is that you play around with it. So like if you wanted your audio to kind of blend in with your intro a bit, you could push it so that they overlap a little bit. If you wanted to start playing the music before you're actually done and then have it get louder, you can also play around with that with the gain. So there are lots of different options for how you want your podcast to sound. This audio editor should be able to do most of the things that you want it to do. I hope that helps. Email any questions you have to stgarland, that's GARLAND, at bths201.org. And I will be there to do tech support as much as is needed. Have a fantastic time working on this. I can't wait to hear how this all turns out. And keep us updated. Let us know if you need anything. Have a great one.